Somebody made a noise and it threw me off. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Geeks podcast. I am your host, el rey de México, el único, el Jesse Goku, el campeón de la gente. Aquí estamos con Geeks. And joining us today is our... I'm so off today. I don't know what's going on. The host with the most, Jace. The man with the plan that runs the skinny, Sonic.
Hi.
The one, the only, the infamous, the one who's not eating today.
Because I ate beforehand.
What? Oh, that's right. We are starting late, huh?
We're starting kind of late, so I ate already. But I am
it's gonna be
snacking on pink
it's gonna be a
starburst.
short podcast.
Okay.
Oof.
All
All right. So, what's on the skinny today, Sonic?
Okay. Well, the skinny is 2 movies that were supposed to come out this year are officially postponed. The movie Free Guy starring Ryan Reynolds that got moved to next year to an unknown date. This movie called Death and the Nile. I think it's called. Yeah, Death and the Nile got moved to 2021 as well. So basically, the only movie that's going to come out this year in theaters is Wonder Woman 84 on Christmas. For now, so we don't know.
As far as we know, next thing
as far as we know, that's getting moved too. HBO Max.
HBO Max in episodes.
Yeah. All right. The next one is for those who pre-ordered PlayStation 5. Some of them already received email saying, "Hey, it's on its way." For those who missed out on pre-orders and think, "Hey, I'm gonna go camp out at stores. I'm gonna go get one." Not this time. Sony actually came out. They said it's only gonna be online. We're not gonna release them in stores. Obviously, due to several reasons. So you missed out. Sorry. But it's for the best, honestly, because you don't want a bunch of people camping out and all that. And regarding the Xbox Series X, I think it's going to be online as well, so they're pretty much going to do the same thing. And let's see, one last thing on the skinny. Let's see. No, I think that's it. That's all in the skinny.
All right. One thing I want to mention to everybody that they released the numbers for the new Mighty Morphin comic book for Power Rangers, and it's just called Mighty Morphin. And I think a lot of people fucked up and bought the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers by mistake, so their sales went up.
So it's kind of like the Xbox Series,
yeah.
The Xbox One X quadruple sales because people confused it to the Series X.
Learn from their mistake.
But it did get the number 3 spot so far with Power Rangers. Also, Sins of the Past, Power Rangers Time Force, the graphic novel also released, which is a sequel to Time Force, which explains what happens afterwards. That one's really good. I heard everybody talk great about it. And for those of you that haven't heard, we talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, and we talked about it in the pre-show. The Last Ronin for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is out as well. Yeah. The first issue, it is a continuation of the original comic. And they reveal at the very end which Ninja Turtle it is. But they are very secretive throughout the comic. So it is really good. I would recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
It's and that's all I got in comic book news. Woo! Comic book.
Dude, do you want me to talk about like the streaming? Like apparently there's like a chart of like which is the most popular stream being watched and all that.
What is it?
Let's see. I'm trying to look for it. Actually, I saw a meme about it.
I was gonna say, is it us?
No.
Hi, Gabby.
No, it's more like
hello, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby. Hello.
What's up, girl?
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, it's just basically based on like all the streaming services like HBO Max, Disney Plus, and all that. Shockingly, the 2020 remake of Hamilton on Disney Plus is the most viewed streaming.
I do still need to watch that.
What the fuck is up with that? Like everybody keeps talking about that. Like, oh, Hamilton's so great. Oh, like, I guess
It's a musical, so it's automatically going to be popular.
And
so.
It's rap, and
How
it's
is it rap?
feet. They rap.
And if you're wondering, the new Mulan remake was number 6.
Oh,
lame.
And Borat was number 2.
Hey.
What about Rubber? What was Rubber ranked at?
no.
Rubber even ranked.
It's not even on Disney.
No, this is based on Prime Video, Netflix, Disney Plus, basically all the streaming services.
Rubber.
Just all of them.
Netflix ain't
Yeah,
got
Rubber was like
shit.
10 years ago.
Yeah, Netflix ain't got shit going on.
Roald Dahl's The Witches that debuted at number 9. That was like a big deal for HBO Max. That's like the only show that was on HBO Max that got in this list.
Which one?
The Witches, which is basically based on the Roald Dahl
It
book.
was so good. Yeah, I watched it. It's so good. I like the first one, the original one, but this one's really good too. I was entertained.
By the way, for those of you watching the show, watching the channel, or watching it at a later time, I talked to the other co-host, I'm gonna start reviewing toys.
Okay.
I'm gonna start
Can we do
reviewing
it?
toys because you know why? This piece of
Because
shit.
you keep buying them, you need something.
Oh, because you bought that Megazord that looks like
look
crap.
at look at it.
Crappy
Look
looking
at
Megazord.
look how small this guy is.
You look like
with
you're
with
in
your lag,
8-bit,
it doesn't.
so-
Yeah, you look like you're like 16
I'm not lagging
Sega
on the
Genesis
channel,
group.
so to hell.
Okay,
with you.
fine.
Well, to us, it looks like you're filming on a potato.
Well, look. See right there. Okay, just real quick. See.
We- It looks like garbage. Yes.
Yeah,
That-
but this
to us, that's
normally
okay.
tucks inside of the Zord, and it's like,
Oh, that's lazy.
and
Yeah,
it's got no
who made it,
decals. Hasbro, they made it. It was like there's no decals, there's no stickers, there's
Looks
nothing.
generic and all that.
It's very, and he's 9 inches, 9 goddamn inches. This is smaller than the other ones.
I was gonna say, first time I've ever heard a guy complain about something he owns being 9 inches.
It's only 9 inches.
Because I'm
It's
used to
only
12.
9 inches.
I'm used to 12. Okay.
Yeah, some of them are tall.
Yeah, but it's really wide.
No, it's not. Not even. This is if this is the equivalent of penises, this is the white man's penis.
That thing's like 4 inches wide.
Shit.
Okay, compared to the others that are like
Well, it's
12,
not
12,
context.
15 inches.
Those are not.
Do I need to
standard.
grab the 1993 one that's like,
Go for it. Actually, I kind of want to see it. Actually,
God damn it. Okay, I'll be back.
Your penis was a Mazda.
penis was a Mazda. Oh boy.
Dude.
So anyway, how you guys doing? To the audience out there, how y'all doing? And I'll see you guys too.
I'm doing
Wow.
great.
Exhausted.
Very exhausted. Man, it's Thursday. Thursday.
I suffered an injury.
Can't hear you.
Here he comes.
All right, there it is.
Actually, that looks 100 times better. That's a 1993.
This is the 1993.
Hold him up.
That looks way better.
Compare
Okay,
and contrast.
now I get it.
Look at this. Colored. this
Colored.
this one even looks better. See, this is what I'm talking about though. See how they tuck in right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got this on eBay for $20.
That's a good deal, actually.
Yeah, because
Good find.
they had a bunch of Zords and they were like disassembled, and they're like, not sure if complete or not. Want to sell? And it was 2 Megazords. It was the Ninja Megazord and that one, and they were both complete.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I just got
Good.
like $150 worth of shit for $20.
That's awesome. That's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
That was years ago though. They won't do
Yeah.
that. They won't make that same mistake.
No, some people do. Some people still do. It's really crazy how.
Yeah, no, like some people
okay.
just want to get rid of the shit. That's why it's better.
Yeah.
Like if you go to, it's good to go to like thrift stores in small towns because like they'll sell video games for cheap.
Yeah. Also, flea
Yep.
market. Some flea markets you find a lot of good stuff too.
don't
But
need
they're
any
starting to
fees.
smarten up.
Yeah, some of them do. That's true. But there's some who like have absolutely no idea. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I found a. Nah, you know what? It's okay. I'll tell you a little bit later.
But like I'm just a little disappointed in this because it was supposed to be like, and
You
then
were
like
expecting more.
the crazy thing is Hasbro sold the Zords separately.
Mm.
Like normally when you buy a Megazord toy, they're all together in one box. This one I had to buy like the T-Rex by himself, the Mastodon and the Pterodactyl by themselves. Like they were in a pack together, and then the legs were in a pack together. And it was like $13 for each one at Walmart.
Wow.
So would you rather buy it all together at the combined
I would rather
prices,
pay $50.
all of them?
I would rather pay $50 and have them all in one box and them look like this
Mm-hmm.
than spend $40 for it to look like this. Hefty, wimpy.
It's like that Spider-Man meme from Into the Spider-Verse where it's the old Peter Ben Parker, then Miles Morales.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
one's
Peter
the good
B.
one, one's the
Parker.
little kid.
Miles.
And besides, this thing isn't like, it's not even like that great. Like,
Does it have any heft to it? Or is it light?
well, no, it's fucking light as fuck. Like you can tell, like it's meant for like,
Meant for children.
it is
who
meant for
aren't gonna-
children, but it says on the fucking box 15 and up. Right, but like this one right
weak-ass
here,
children.
like his shoulders go down because you can fuse him with Megazord. So he's like ready for Megazord. This one, he's like, who?
Mega what?
Who? Dragonzord? Dragonzord? Who's the fuck is Dragonzord? So I am really pissed off with them. They suck. But I like
Tell us-
their light. I don't know how they do such a good job with these. And these
That's
are,
the Lightning Collection run, right?
right, yeah, this Lightning Collection. These are $20 a piece.
Yeah, so they're pretty much like the equivalent of Mattel's the Marvel Legends and also the Elite WWE Elite figures.
Yep.
The equivalent.
Exactly. $20.
They do really good on one, and they mail it in on the other one.
And this one they phoned it in. This is like this is the equivalent of one of SPM's newest songs when he records it out of the fucking prison.
Boo, bad penis song, sucky penis toy. Bad penis toy.
Thank you, Gabby.
Thank you, Gabby.
What the fuck? Have you
Yeah,
like
she's
We were comparing it to penises. So.
South Park Mexican still is releasing music. He records his songs over the phone in prison.
oh, South Park Mexican.
Yes, this is that.
I
This
thought
is
you were
that.
thinking. I thought that was like a Power Rangers reference, like space.
No,
Police
I'm talking about South Park
Force or
Mexican. Like
something.
after he got arrested for
South
for
Park
having sex with
Mexican.
he got arrested for having sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's no.
Fuck.
He shouldn't have arrested him.
What?
He did something else.
Should have
Put him in
castrated
jail. Yeah, they put him in jail.
And there's a lot of people that say he didn't do it. He did do it. Like I met people that know him, and they said he always liked younger girls, and so I'm like, Jesus Christ. Because his recording studio, his place, was actually right across the street from my church when I was growing up.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep, it was in Washington, on Washington. It was really crazy, but he's a piece of shit. Anyways, moving on. So we're talking about, I know this is not our subject, but did
You
y'all
have
look
no
up
idea.
soul food?
No,
Y'all didn't look up soul food.
we weren't told to.
No shit.
Later.
Yes, I did.
You told us yesterday.
I told
what
you
we were gonna
Monday.
cover
Look up
today.
soul food.
Anywho,
Oh, I was distracted.
You're always distracted.
Yes.
No, today we were talking about gatekeeping. Remember?
yes.
Yes. That's why I didn't look up soul food. Also, I forgot.
See, that makes more sense.
I've been trying to look up how to watch V for Vendetta because I forgot to watch it when I was at my mom's place.
Oh, today's November the 5th.
It's November because today is the gunpowder treason and plot, and I'm missing. Damn it!
Download LimeWire and give your computer cancer.
Yeah,
No.
Then watch it once.
It's already got it. I'm not getting.
Download Linkin Park num.exe.
Everyone knows that's the best files.
That's the best files.
I already
Park,
have that. On
Capitalize N, lowercase u, capitalize M, lowercase b,
my-
.exe.
I remember.
Why
that
would you
crap.
type in sarcasm?
That's literally what it was. That's why it's exe, because sarcasm
Yeah.
is the virus, the sarcastic virus.
Yep.
Who in the audience remember? And we're gonna probably talk more about that tomorrow.
LimeWire. You remember Napster?
Actually, you know what? Let's talk about
Oh.
that instead of gatekeeping. Let's talk
Napster.
about that.
Well, we could talk both of them.
LimeWire,
Yeah, let's
killing
do
your
it.
computer.
We only have an
for
hour. We only have an hour.
MP3.
Yeah, who remembers who remembers giving
LimeWire.
the family computer cancer just so you can get free music?
That's the thing. It was always the family computer because no one had their own.
Right, because they were expensive back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nowadays you could just fucking get it
You,
easily.
you needed a desk because it was the size of the desk.
Yep.
Mhm.
It weighed more than the kids.
Do you remember when you had to download like for a movie? It's like all day and just to have like the shittiest picture
Yes.
quality. The
No
shittiest, like,
nobody
Yes.
better be answering the damn phone, or else it's not.
Right.
Phone is off limits today.
I was so happy when they finally gave me my computer,
Yeah,
and it
remember
was
this
just. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would wake my ass up. I need that as an alarm. That'll wake me up real quick. Like a
Yeah.
nightmare.
My and then remember you got mail.
Yep.
AOL.
The movie with
LOL.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Oh, Sleepless
Yeah.
in Seattle.
I read no. There is a movie called You Got Mail.
No, you got mail.
It was called You Got
It-
Mail?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. It was so weird because it's the same actors who did
I don't
Sleepless in
remember.
Seattle.
I don't remember it being that long. Damn.
1998 too. That movie came out in '98.
Yeah.
You could get the internet on a CD.
As soon
in
as
the
somebody
mail.
calls you, like you're
A
cut
floppy
off.
disk. Yeah. Imagine playing Cartoon Network games and you're like, oh fuck, no.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I downloaded like anime music videos, and it would take like 5 to like 10 hours.
Forever.
Did
Yeah.
they all say numb and had Naruto?
A few of
in it?
them had no,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no. This was
Linkin
before
Park.
Naruto.
It was Linkin Park.
There was
Oh.
Rurouni Kenshin. There was
Yep.
Gundam Wing. There was Dragon Ball.
Using Metallica music. That'd be sweet.
No one ever used a Metallica song. It was a lot of Linkin Park and Papa Roach, and
Yeah.
one had Destiny's Child, Survivor.
I can see that being like a shonen.
That's fine.
Oof, we're old.
Damn it, y'all just distracted me. I was like, I have to look this up because y'all reminded me of something. I already forgot what I was looking up. Damn it.
You were looking up how to download music into the family computer.
Black Sonic posted on Discord. It's a scene from that Simpsons episode with Steam Hams. And he's like, I see, and you call it known by Linkin Park despite the fact it's obviously an EXE. And then
Gabby
LimeWire
said-
Skinner, he's like, well, well, you see.
Whoa.
Well, the family had computers.
Yeah, Gabby's
Yeah.
saying that you guys had computers back then? Question mark. Hell, I didn't even have a phone.
I didn't have a computer till 2004.
We
so I'll
had
tell
to
you
have a
that.
TV because my
Yeah.
dad got annoyed whenever we go to Mexico. We'd ask him, "Are we there yet?" When it was clear as fucking day that we weren't even close.
We left the house 5 minutes ago.
And so he
No.
got us like a TV, like a small TV, and
Oh,
he'd put
okay.
it in between the seats, and he'd hook up the Sega Genesis because we were in a truck. So we'd play Sega Genesis.
Oh, my dad did that too. We would have for like road trips. We didn't do the whole like, are we there yet? But he would get like a small TV, put it in between the seats. It actually had like a VCR in it, and so we'd put like, I don't know, lamb chopped.
Disney movies.
That frees for everybody else or just
We're
me?
gonna
Yeah,
put
it
lamb
just-
chop.
if she froze for lamp.
Okay.
She looks like the Mike. She looks like the Mike Wazowski meme with the two eyes with
Yeah.
Sully's face.
Sully Wazowski.
Oh yeah, she froze.
Just staring at us.
She's staring,
Staring
into
at
our
us from death.
souls.
Staring at us from our souls.
She was going to mention the song that never ends. So we.
It is the thought that never ends.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how you.
God.
That's how you
That's how
piss
you-
off people.
Yeah,
So you get that car ran off the road.
the car ran off the road.
My new car has like a DVD, like flip down screen and like plugins on the side for HDMI and stuff. Like, man, this is great.
That's smart.
I'm the driver though, so I don't get to see this shit.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
So
where did SJ go?
She probably her internet probably dropped. She probably had to reconnect and reback.
I didn't have
Yeah.
a family computer. My grandparents were old fashioned, and then growing up with the system, there was none of that really used unless it's own. Wait, what? The system.
Oh, yeah, growing
has-
up in the system, there's none of that really, unless it's owned. I didn't have my own phone until I was 24, and now I'm 26. Basically, she just got her phone recently, 3 years ago.
I had to get my own fucking phone when I was like 19 because my dad kicked me off the phone service because he got mad, and so I had to go get my own phone. So I've had my own phone for like 10 years.
I got my first phone when I was 17. My sister put me on her plan because I had gotten in a car wreck and no one knew until I got home like 3 hours later. And like, had no way of calling anybody, so I walked.
Jeez, what the fuck?
It's like, okay,
That's
you need
scary.
a phone. And she was already out of the house by then because I was 17 and she was already out there doing, life stuff. It's like, I'm gonna put you on my thing. Just pay me. This is how much it'll cost you. I'm like, cool. So I got a phone.
We had a family computer. We did have a family computer, and like my parents didn't know how to use a computer at the time. So just because I knew how to turn it on, I knew everything about it.
Hacker man.
Hacker.
That's how it is with some families. Like just because you know how to
Yeah.
turn it on and bring up the internet browser, if it fucks up, you know how to fix it.
Yeah. That's how it would be sometimes.
I was at my in-laws and their printer hadn't worked for like a year and a half, and it's like, do you know how to fix stuff? It's like, I kind of can do things. Like, oh, can you fix our printer so it works? It's like, look at it. It's like, there ain't no fucking cables for this thing anymore. No, I can't. It's like, then she got pissed. Her mom got pissed off at me. It's like, because I don't know how to make something wired into the wall. Like, I'm not a fucking repair person.
So do you know how to fix stuff?
Kind of.
Can you fix this economy?
Yeah. I can do that pretty quick.
There's no wires.
There's no wire. Sorry. This is Wi-Fi, isn't it? Oh. This is an old printer. They just like threw out all the cables. Like, no, I can't
Because
help you.
the old ass printers don't use USB cables. They use that like the red and like the pink cable. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the S fucking cable. I think
Like,
is
I'm
what it
pretty
was
sure
called.
they don't even make like the printer cartridges for that model anymore.
They don't have the They don't have the cartridges where you can just refill them.
I mean, for that model, that was
Dude,
an
I haven't
old
printed
printer.
something in so long. I forgot about ink cartridges.
I hate it when people make you bring in like a paper copy. Like, why? Why can't I email this to you?
No, some
This
places
is the
will let you
21st
email it. Like I went to this place and I needed a.
Now they're starting to be getting more and more about like the last 7 years. It'd be a pain in the ass. You have to bring in a printed off copy for something, or you fax it. Who the fuck faxes things?
Some places let you bring it in a USB.
You wouldn't believe this. The IRS still wants you to fax shit.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, what the fuck?
do you
Who
mean to
has a
it?
fax machine?
You have my address. You have my email. Why can't I send
I
it
don't
to
even
you
have
in
a
one of these
landline. How
forms?
the fuck am I gonna fax it to you?
Yeah,
You
you gotta
gotta
go to
go
like
to
those
a
postal
a
stores.
store that lets you do that. Like,
Yeah,
why?
And then
Those
they charge you a lot.
yeah.
Maybe
For my
$1.
from yeah, it's like $1 a page. Oh, here she goes. Siri is back.
What happened?
Lamb
You
chop
see
is
it.
copyrighted.
Yeah, the
Yeah, you got
second
flagged for saying.
the second you mentioned lamb chops,
Those hand puppets came after us.
Anime Matsuri cut your landline.
This is the
Literally.
song that he should get doxxed.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear anything you're saying.
She found.
I
My
thought
bad.
you were like, I thought you were giving us the silent treatment. Like, what did we do?
This motherfucker.
These motherfuckers.
Nah, I just decided because like the thing was taking forever getting me back on, so I was like, I'm just gonna watch some YouTube videos and.
Oh,
She just leaves and never comes
We
back
were
and
literally
tells
just
us.
talking about faxing shit. Like,
Have you had to fax something before?
Oh, faxing? Yes, I actually still do that.
is that like a race thing? Still using the fax machine?
White people
Well-
fax things.
No, I meant like a Jewish thing.
What?
um, I don't know.
The world may never know.
I mean, I needed stuff sent in, and yeah, we had to get fax to
Dude,
my mom's office.
I've met
so-
fucking Mexicans that barely know how to use their fucking phone. They're like, when I worked at the pawn shop, I asked this dude, "Hey man, you got internet home?" Because we got smart TVs. No, he said to me in Spanish, they didn't have internet at home. All they had was their phones. I was like, "You got to be shitting me! You don't have internet at home?"
Yeah,
I mean, for some cases that would work.
yeah. So I
but
got it.
like, no,
Yeah, so I use it like my mom's fax machine at her office because the one at her house is like super janky. She always has like this old slow shit. I'm like, mother, update so it's usable. What is wrong with you? But I've also had to like fax stuff at like my last job, at the outpatient clinic I was at. I would have to fax over like things. I'm not allowed to talk about
penises.
Yeah, that's yes, sure. Okay.
the penis.
The penis.
I was watching this YouTuber, and they were part of a business, and they had to print stuff for like their business when they'd go and file documents. They actually had to print things, but they're a technology company, so they don't really print paper. They have to like email all the time. So he went and he bought like a cheapo printer, and would just bring that wherever he went for when he needed to print something like on the scene, because he was doing like lawyer document stuff. And whenever it would run out of ink, he'd just buy another one because it was cheaper than buying the ink for the stupid thing. It's just crappy printer. Like, just toss it out.
It's like buying a brand new car every time it's out of gas.
Well, if gas and oil and all that shit costs more than buying a new car, buy a new car.
It's like
the idea.
what do the fax machine and the ice cream machine at McDonald's have in common?
They're broken.
They're always
fucking
broken.
work.
As
Then
soon
you
as, as soon as you said McDonald's ice cream machine, I know exactly where you're gonna go with it.
Penis toys, apparently. It's in the comment section. I can't.
I
make
know.
that
I
up.
read that. Like, we haven't talked about penises in at least 15 minutes. Out of context.
It's like we're gonna
Old
change our
school
slogan
penis
from now
toys?
on. It's instead of the voiceless. It's Geeks Forever. Penis.
Penis.
Just penis. Nothing else. Just penis.
Remember back when you tried to download something and it would take less than half an hour, and you're excited? It's like, oh, 20 minutes. That means I can go do something, come back, and be done. Not go do something for the rest of the day.
Yeah, like when DSL became affordable, so it
Yeah.
took like 10 minutes to download a song, but you were used to it taking an hour.
Kids these days, it took 5 seconds. I can't believe I nearly shot myself. It was
Most
taking way
kids
too
these
long.
days don't even download the music. It's just streaming services.
Yeah, like Spotify and all that.
I literally
Imagine
want to
back
buy a
then.
CD burner just so I can burn some CDs.
Imagine how much shit you can get done back then if it instead of it just taking forever to download, all we had was that minor inconvenience of it buffering every once in a while
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that people have now. The stream starts to buffer. It's like, outrageous. Dislike,
Remember-
unfollow.
Remember when the iPod Touch was a thing,
Yeah.
or just the iPod?
Who doesn't remember that?
What
Your
about it?
MP3, your first MP3 player, an iPod, an iPod Nano, iPod Shuffle.
An actual MP3 player, not an iPod.
I had no form of playing music at all when I was young.
I
So
saved up and got a shuffle because that's all I could afford. And when I bought it, and I'm like, oh my god, please don't tell me this hooks into the damn iPod and fucking shuffles the music. No, you downloaded. I liked my little iPod shuffle though. You could wear it around your neck like a necklace, and it looked like a USB thumb drive. So
Mm-hmm.
it was fucking great. I loved it, but you know, shit like that, it's so obsolete now. Like,
Yeah.
Remember Zune?
yeah, I had one. I had one, and it connected to my Xbox.
How did that work though?
It was actually pretty cool. I thought it
Okay.
was like a little ahead of its time because the iPod Touch had some of the features the Zune had, like built-in radio tuner,
Hmm.
and you could download videos off the internet, any kind of format. It didn't matter. It didn't have to go strictly through iTunes. And I would watch podcasts and shit like that. It was pretty good.
like seeing the pictures of like old time stuff like typewriters, calculators, supercomputers, and then they put it next to the small phone you have. Like all of
During
this technology is in this
fucking
stupid little thing.
They made us use those stupid computers. They were like black and like the letters were in green, and we had to learn how to do coding. Like we were coding some shit, and it was like a train or whatever the fuck it was.
And
Was
by
it
the
a
time you got out
Macintosh?
of, by the time we're adults, that's not even the programming system people use anymore.
No, they didn't even use a mouse. It was just like if
They
you
had that
want to do
little
anything, you had to
nub.
code it. If you wanted to just like do something regular, you just had to know coding. Like you had to know the whole coding for it. It was like Jesus
CS,
fucking Christ.
open
MySpace.
score.
Shit,
I
they
like
didn't even connect to
MySpace.
the internet. I miss MySpace.
I don't miss clicking on someone's page and it being just full
You know
of
what was
fucking
before
music.
MySpace though? High Five.
Wasn't that like a phone thing?
No, it was social
Or that's
media.
My Five. My Five
No,
was
no. High Five
yeah.
was the Facebook before MySpace.
Hmm.
social networking.
It was. It was a social network before Facebook and MySpace, and then it was MySpace, and then it was. They had My Yearbook, and then Facebook came out. Everybody started jumping to Facebook.
I liked MySpace. I learned how to code a little bit when MySpace was out because I
Copy and paste is not coding.
learned how to code. It was changing a little bit of the code, but it still counts as coding.
Everybody had their own personal Facebook pages. I mean, MySpace.
Some of that shit was impossible to read though. Like they'd have
I put a Pac-Man game on my
fuchsia color.
wall. I put a Pac-Man game on my fucking wall. It's great. Remember whenever you go look on somebody's profile, it plays a song?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very loud.
I think Facebook tried to do that, and it's like they stopped doing that.
Facebook don't do shit. Facebook, every time they update it, they piss somebody off.
Everyone now they have dark, where instead of it being all
Yeah,
white
that's for
dark.
like
YouTube does it
colorblind
too.
people though.
Some people like it. I don't.
I do. I
What?
have the Facebook dark.
I don't like it.
It's dark. It's a reflection of our souls.
I need to use my phone as a light though when I'm on Facebook, and I can't use
You
it.
have an actual flashlight on your phone.
I don't have a flashlight on my phone.
Remember when
You
some
had to
phones
download-
didn't have the you had to download flashlight
app.
as an app?
Yeah.
The lighter.
Hey, remember when
Saber.
YouTube was part of it came with that phone?
Yes.
And then now you have to download it.
I had YouTube's on my phone. I didn't have to download it.
Yeah,
I
no,
know, but
YouTube's on YouTube is on
Yeah, new phones have like a whole
all the
set.
Google phones, anything that's Android with the Google OS,
It comes with it, yeah.
it comes with it automatically.
iPhone used to have it, and then suddenly they're like, oh yeah, you have to download it now.
Because they're owned by Google and they work with
Mhm.
Android, so like poor. You're poor.
Smells like pour in here.
Which is
our
bullshit.
our new iPhone has facial tracking. You know, like the Android had.
Buy
like,
the
2
new
years ago.
iPhone 15.
And
It
we don't
co-
have and we don't come with a cable. You have to fucking buy that shit separately.
That's right. The new iPhone 15 has actually lost features.
No more buttons.
No more button. As a matter of fact, iPhone 20 is just a blueprint.
Build it your fucking self.
Yeah, build it your fucking self.
Build a phone.
It's a shot. They inject the phone into you, and it travels to your brain.
Besides,
That's
by
it.
the way, Androids are not cheap. This is a $1,300 phone or $1,200. I forgot.
Ooh, that's expensive.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking badass phone though.
Which one is it?
It's the Galaxy Note 10 Plus.
10. That's a lot for the 10. Like the 20 right now is only 1,000.
Well, no, it
That's
goes
the
from.
new one.
Mine's a 5G phone.
The S20 is a 5G
So
phone
the
too.
crazy thing is, the S20
skipped all
came
those
out
fucking-
2 months after this phone, and this phone came out this year.
I know they just skipped and rushed it.
But the 20 doesn't have the stylus or any
It
of the
does.
feature. No,
The S20 does.
it
There's
does.
There's two 20s. There's an S20 and then a 20.
Okay, well,
The
Note,
S20 is the $1,000 one.
This is a Note. So is the other one a Note?
Yeah, it has the stylus and it's the same size.
Okay.
I was gonna get it.
It's probably
Or-
just the same damn phone.
It might be. I was like, man, but 12. I fucking.
This phone
Can't
has 12
stand.
gigabytes of RAM. It has more. This phone is stronger than half the people's laptops.
I guess
Not
Might be-
yours. Maybe
like,
not
mine
yours.
is like, mine is a little bit.
No, your laptop is definitely stronger than my phone. It's
My old
stronger than my
laptop,
laptop,
yeah.
I can tell you that. My Google Pixel is $400 more expensive than the new one that they just released. Jesus.
I can't stand the idea of. I have had my phone for way too long. I think it's an S6. It's old as shit.
Well,
I
I got the
buy a new one.
$1,200 phone because it has all the features and everything I need. Because we were already planning to jumpstart the podcast, and I was planning on doing art.
Mhm.
So expensive phone I need.
At some point, I'm gonna have to get a new phone.
What about you, SJ? What do you got?
Look at this. I've dropped my phone like 30 times and there's no damage on the screen.
Sometimes I'll yeet the phone. Yeet.
The trick is when you drop it, just kick it. You gotta displace the force
No,
sideways.
one time I
Yeah.
dropped it
Almost
by
yeeted my
accident,
phone.
and my ultra instincts kick in. I put my foot in the way, so it tapped my foot and
Yeah.
like landed on the floor. So, oh, you have an iPhone? Gross.
We have to replace you
7.
now.
Only a 7.
Oh no.
I
Well,
got
it's
it half off.
50-50.
I got a no. My sister and I, we each got one of these, and it was like a buy one get one. So we're like sold.
Wait, aren't
So
those
I've
the
had
old
this for
ones
about a
though?
year.
Aren't like the new ones like seamless like this?
Probably, but they're
The
also
rollover
hella
screen.
expensive right now. So
They're all
Um,
they're $1,200 phones.
So you gotta buy a
Yeah,
house. You
so-
bought a house, so
yeah, so I need to finish paying that. So I need to like work on that first, get my credit back on track, and then I'll go get me a new phone.
that's odd that the house is more realistic than the brand new phone. Like, ugh.
Well, the
I-
house is almost done. I just can't buy any more stuff. Like, it's gonna be bad enough that
No
I'm
more,
still paying for this fucking hotel.
No more meals that cost $45.
$60. It
No,
was
I
not
know.
45.
Everything I have to pay now is with cash.
How
I
much
have
was
to
it?
actually, huh?
How much was it?
60.
The phone?
No, she spent $45 once on food.
It was more than 45. It was 60.
It was 60?
Was it?
Yeah, it was $60.
No, it was gonna be 60, but they fucked him one of
What the
yeah,
fuck?
They fucked him one of the dinners, so it became 41.
See, just the idea that it was going to be. I'll spend $60 on food, but it's for like 4 people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was like 4 meals, so
You were done with it by the next
Same
day,
thing.
though.
I like how some people will spend $60 on food, but they won't spend $4 on deodorant.
see, I don't do that. I at least use my deodorant.
For
Right, but-
$45,
And my
the
shower.
meal better come with some deodorant.
Option, you have to click it on the menu. 1 stick of deodorant, please.
There you go.
You got
Anyway.
lower,
Hmm.
Jace.
Oh, your volume disappeared again.
Yeah.
What? I don't touch anything. What the fuck?
I know.
Oh,
That's
no.
I don't know.
You could see if I touch anything. I don't do it. Oh, let me mess with this.
Anyway, you got my favorite dragon. I love it.
Oh, what?
That's
Who's
my
that?
favorite.
Yeah, who's that?
That's the Red Eyes Black Dragon. That's one
Red
of my
Eyes Black
favorite
Dragon.
From
monsters.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's not Red Eyes.
That is Red Eyes.
Does
It even
Red
says
Eyes
on the
come
fucking
from-
card, Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Oh, I thought you were.
The background is a
No, not
machine
that.
version of Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah, I remember that one. But like, yeah, Red Eyes is one of my favorites.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Then
okay,
again,
I
like
see
any
Red Eyes
dragon
now,
is
yeah.
one of my favorites.
Expensive phones, and now the crazy thing is the phone does. I was watching the. Somebody was talking about the Philip. This is an old gaming console. It's called a Philips CDI.
Mhm.
It was expensive as fuck back in the day, and they screwed over Nintendo. They were talking about like, oh, they were showing all the Philips brand shit, like camcorders, CD player, like music players, all this shit. And they were showing everything was like on a big fucking table. And somebody mentioned, damn, my phone does everything that's on that table. All the devices on that table, my phone does the exact same fucking things as everything on there. Damn.
Or back in high school, your teacher's like, "You're not gonna have a calculator when you get older. You better learn how to do it in your head." It's like, fuck you, bitch.
You lying bitch.
He's like, so that was a fucking lie.
That,
From Tyler the Creator's like, so that was a fucking lie.
it was. That fucking aged well like a fine milk.
I would like to say, Black Sonic on the Discord posted those amazing relevant memes again.
Yeah, he's posting memes that relate to what we're talking about.
What is he like listening to us and posting on Discord? What the
that's what he
fuck?
does.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We're gonna call
Get
him
it,
out.
Black Sonic.
We were talking about
Anyway.
LimeWire, and he posted a LimeWire info.
What
There
the
you go.
fuck?
So gatekeeping.
Yes.
So yeah, should we talk?
We were supposed to talk about
5
that, but we've
minutes.
been
Can
talking
we
about
do that
giving
for
the
5 minutes?
The old bait and switch.
Hacker ban.
So gatekeeping. I want to know in the comment section, the people who are listening, what do you think about gatekeeping? Like people that won't allow others to join the community.
Okay, I was about to say
Fuck
like
those
would you-
bitches.
I was gonna say, I was like, if you're gonna ask the audience, not everybody knows it, and luckily you gave the definition. I was
Well,
like,
I always give the definition. I at least
No,
give it the
just in
first
case, yeah.
time, and after that, you're on your own. You shit out loud.
okay.
In a sentence.
Can you in a sentence, please?
It's country
can we
of
have an
origin.
example?
Yeah.
Can you use it in a sexual sentence?
Sexual sin. We
An
were
actual-
gatekeeping
Oh.
Randy at the door because we didn't want him to be a part of the orgy.
Damn.
Mm.
Cover the door.
Oh, lordy, lordy.
So
Yeah,
like
that's
because
not-
no, somebody had brought it up. They asked me if we were willing to talk about it, and I thought it was kind of like
An interesting topic.
I thought it was
In a
an
way.
interesting topic, but at the same time, I was like, I really don't have much to say on the subject
Mm.
because they want to gatekeep in the sense that like there's a lot of cosplayers that are at the top of the mountain, and there's like a lot of new cosplayers that are trying to like become
Trying to
more-
break into the
They're trying to break into it, and they feel like the older cosplayers aren't allowing them to.
Right, which is bullshit.
I mean,
This
is
is
it
forever.
though? Is it really
Interested-
bullshit
I'm
though?
interested in how they're actually stopping them from getting into the thing. The
Yeah.
idea that the reality is there's not room for everyone at the top of that mountain. It gets smaller as you go up. For
So
a
wait,
reason.
so,
There's not
so wait,
room.
are you talking about like famous cosplayers?
just
Are
like
you
big
talking about-
Just locally,
are you
like we're
talking-
not talking about like famous cosplayers. We're talking about like, oh, we got
But
some
are you
comments.
talking about like the the new cosplayers becoming famous cosplayers? Like, yeah, like explain that. Like, what do you mean?
Oh, okay. So this is controversial, and I want everybody's. Some cosplayers feel like they're being. I'm not saying that there is gatekeeping, but some cosplayers feel like in the community there is gatekeeping.
like some big ones are being accused of gatekeeping.
Right, like in the community as well. They're like, oh, I can't get anywhere because these cosplayers won't give us a chance. But at the same time, I was like, really? Is that like? I don't feel like it. That's why I didn't really want to talk about it because I don't feel like it's gatekeeping. Like I feel like it's circumstance. Like we're in a competitive,
Well,
community.
So, and again, that's like that's what I'm trying to understand. Are you saying like,
That's why I didn't really want to talk about it because it's kind of fucking hard to explain because it's kind of how do you explain like some people and I'm trying to explain from their point of view they feel like they're being gate kept.
Well, we
by
don't have
more
we
popular
we can talk
cosplayers.
about it. We can talk about it, but we might not agree with what their opinion is.
Well, like
Well,
I
right,
don't
but I'm
I
trying
don't
to-
feel like that's the case.
right? I'm trying to understand like what the actual like situation is. Is it we're up? Is it again like new cosplayers are trying
To break out.
okay to like become the new generation of
Famous
Famous.
In a say,
Cosplayers.
yeah, in a
Okay.
sense.
So the thing is, I don't see why there's a problem. It's like, look, if you can build your thing, build your thing. If you can sew, so I understand there's that plateau. No, but keep in mind, yeah, you'll either make it or you don't. But the thing is, like, do what you can the best way that you can and do it in your way and don't worry about what anybody else has to say. I mean, if you get it, great. If you don't get it, that's probably most likely what's going to happen. But like just don't let anybody stop you. Like if you want to do a great cosplay, but you want to learn how to sew, or you have to learn how to sew, then learn how to sew and turn out a good cosplay.
I think
If
it's
you,
mentality.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
well,
to
no,
go.
I get it.
I have
It's
to.
the same.
I want to give a quick shout out to my boy
Sure.
Ken. What's up? I see your comment. He
My
says
boy
gatekeeping,
Ken. What's
though.
up?
What he's been a guest at a couple cons, and I brought him in as a guest at Delta once.
Mhm.
David says only gatekeeper I know is the one from Ghostbusters. I feel like the whole gatekeeping thing is just because cosplaying is so fucking competitive. Because honest, let's be fucking honest. People are fucking fighting for everyone's attention.
Sure.
There are some cosplayers that do it for shits and giggles, but there are a lot of cosplayers that do it for popularity. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like before somebody says, "Oh, Goku's such an asshole." No.
No,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's nothing fucking wrong with that. We're cosplaying. You got to remember that just because you're a cosplayer doesn't mean you're not an entertainer. You're also an entertainer.
Right.
That's why I don't like the word. That's why I don't like to be called cosplayer. I prefer entertainer. And like
And
us,
a
we're
costume.
here to entertain. We're here to entertain you, and we want the attention. We want people to watch us. We want people to come notice us and talk to us and reach out to us. That's what we want. That's what we're trying to do. And we are competing with other podcasters. We are competing with other shows. And me coming on here and be like, well, those other shows are assholes because they're not giving us a chance to get all the fucking
Right.
people to watch us. It doesn't work like that. And that is the example I'm going to use for the cosplayer mentality for the subject that we were discussing. Because I feel like that's the same fucking thing. I feel like some people feel like, oh, well, I'm trying to become famous. I'm trying to get popular. I'm trying to get my shit. Trying to get Instagram followers. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get that. But because there's so many fucking people that are doing it and they're not giving us a chance. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll address the comment again on here. Gatekeeping is when a famous cosplayer tears down your cosplay, tells event runners not to invite you. For example, if you invite this person, I will not do your event. It's 100% bullshit. That's true, but it's also the mentality that this person might have. If you go into it as a average person, like I want to cosplay for fun, you get pretty good at it, get kind of popular. Like, okay, I'm going to try to really go for it. You're at a disadvantage to begin with because the person who's already at the top of that mountain's been doing it for years. They've already honed their skills. They know how to sew armor. They have contacts. They might be gatekeeping because they see you as a threat. This is their livelihood you're coming at. It's the same thing in any type of competitive market. This is their job you're coming for in a way. And they're going to try to push you down because you're taking potentially money from them. You're taking food out of their mouths. So it's the mentality that this person has towards you gives them an advantage because they're willing to go that far, which is a shitty way of doing things. It's the mean aspect of what should be a hobby that these people are trying to put an aggressive mentality towards. And this new person coming up was not expecting that because they had it from a fun mentality.
Oh no, he's
and
saying
now
no.
it's
He's
not.
just saying that it is a real thing though.
It is.
Yeah,
It is. I'm just saying that the gatekeeping it's in everything, and it's no different in cosplay.
I don't
It's
feel like
just
that's the case now though. Like it was worse back. Like you go back to cosplaying 10 years ago, especially here in Texas. Like when I was a guest at Kamikaze Con, and they had like the head guest, like the main cosplay guest, and we were all deciding like who we were gonna give the awards to. Like she was being a fucking bitch, like as to who she wanted to give the awards to. She wanted to give them to like her friends and people she knew. I was like, nah, fuck you. I was like, I'm very confrontational. You know me. I will not let somebody fucking run me over.
What?
And I didn't agree with her.
Really?
And I didn't agree with her bullshit decisions. And I'm like, no, like fuck you. Like I wanted to give it to fucking Han Solo and Leia. And she's like, oh, you can't give it to them. They didn't make it. Isn't this a judge's award? Like, isn't it my choice? And then we got into a big fucking argument over it. I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck you. I'm going to give it to the priest guy. Well, no. Well, we were going to like have you give it to, no, fuck that person. I don't even like their shit. I don't even know who they are. Who are they? No, I don't know. Then I'm going to fuck.
Right.
So I gave it to, and like, I literally went on stage. I'm like, and I gave it to whoever the fuck I wanted. And I told the Leia and Han Solo, like, look, man, I was going to give you my judge's award, but homegirl over there was
This
bitching
person
and complaining.
being a
And she's
cunt.
a well-known cosplayer. And I don't want to throw her name out there, but I'm not going to. But she was a fucking, and a lot of
When
these
was
fucking,
this?
this was Kamikaze Con 2010 or 11 when I was a guest.
Okay. Just wanna make sure. I was just like,
It's also part of that toxic mentality that a lot of cosplayers can have too, is that
Yeah.
little bit of power they have now goes right to their head and they think, I can finally throw my weight around because I have that little bit of push, and that's what they do. So they become complete assholes.
Basically, like their ego.
Yeah,
Dude,
It
Ken,
goes right to
Ken,
their
we gotta have
fucking
you on
head.
the dude. So Ken's one of my friends. He's a really good friend of mine. He says he has dirt on a lot of
Yeah.
cosplayers. So do I. So do I. There's a famous group of cosplayers from Texas. They're really fucking famous. I'm not gonna
Not
say
me.
their name, but they have lied half their fucking career. They claim to have made all their cosplays. No, they did not.
Do we know these people?
We could probably easily look them up and find it out.
I can tell you who they are after the podcast, but I'm not saying it on the stream.
You could do it in the
Okay.
you could do it in our Zoom chat.
I know that's exactly what he just said.
Okay,
Was
yeah,
waiting.
you know what? You got a point. I'll say it to you.
Yeah, I mean, like you could tell us.
Like,
yeah, that's what. Yeah,
because at one point I got to meet all the top cosplayers. I got to meet like some of the top
Yeah.
cosplaying groups in Texas, and that's one of the guy that I talked to you about yesterday. The guy that hated, like, that was like, you know, got upset with me and was talking shit to me. The Gary, the guy who I called Gary Oak, but he's like, I'm green. He's one of those fucking cosplay groups that hated my guts because, and this is what another cosplay friend of mine, he's like, the reason why a lot of people are hating on you is because you have gotten popular, like you've gotten this level of popular this fast over like bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And they were right. They were right. Like I didn't put my heart and soul into it like everybody else, but people fucking twin.
Right.
I think
But
I
yeah,
spelled it
it's
wrong,
like
but
that.
I think I spelled the name wrong, but
Oh, well, there's those two. I meant like the actual Zoom chat, but that's fine. I don't even know who.
It's
I don't even
essentially
know.
the same fucking chat.
It is
okay?
the same fucking chat. I don't even know who that is.
I think I've heard that. I think I've seen that name before, but I mean, I had to look it up.
Sounds
just to be
familiar.
sure.
hey, Jesse, one of your favorite guests of all time is one of the literal most nightmare people to work with. Who gatekeeps so bad it's in his contract. Is it Churro? Because I know Churro's an ass. We talked about. I mean, Churro, whatever. Leon.
Yeah.
You said good things about him, but you also say bad things because you're honest. You're not going to let something sway. About
Yeah, he
your
seemed
opinion
no.
on
I
somebody.
mean, yeah. When we talked to him, he was cool with us, but he does come off as a dick.
Yeah.
Like
Which
get
is-
out to my face. Oh, that's French. Never mind.
he's Italian, right?
this, this French dude comes in here.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Baguette.
Mamma mia.
He said Mario.
No, but yeah, like you said, there's a lot of people who like they have two sides of that person. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they would say, "Oh, he's really cool," but at the same time, you know, like behind the scenes, he could be such like a drama queen or. a
Oh
prima
yeah,
donna.
no, like
Right.
Vic is such a
Yeah.
good fucking guest to his fans, but backstage,
He knows how to entertain.
Why are
He's
there
a
green
fucking
M&Ms
asshole.
in this bowl? I hate green M&Ms.
But you requested the St. Patrick's Day M&Ms.
Yeah, for real. Why did you request the St. Patrick's Day M&Ms when there's green?
Yep.
And besides,
No,
they're all
he's
the
an
same.
OG ring.
I wanted light green.
Oh, yeah. I know who you are. I know who
Huh?
you're talking about. Fuck that guy. I can't stand him, dude. He's such an asshole to me. He's a piece of fucking shit.
Mm. I could probably. I mean, you're really narrowing it down to like 5 people.
No, I'm just gonna tell you.
we can get over this at some point. Sonic, because Sonic, you cosplay, I cosplay. That's pretty much the only reason we go to convention.
Oh, I got words about that bitch.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Oh,
I, do.
I have words about that bitch.
Man, fuck that
Oh.
dude. I can't. He's always been a fucking dick to me, and I tried to be nice to him, and he is.
Mm-hmm.
He makes that face every time I see him in the con. He always makes that face like, whatever, like that face. I'm like, brah, you realize I'm hood, right? I'm ghetto. Don't let me
Yeah,
catch you in a
he,
back alley.
Yeah, he I don't know. He like I only met him once and he was like kind of a dick to me and I'm like,
Yeah.
what did I even do to you, man? I
Yeah.
just, you know,
Mhm.
all that. But you're so nice to my girlfriend and yet it's really kind of odd.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
Me
he's
and
got
my- me
stories.
and yeah. No. I'm not gonna.
Ken, you need to come on this fucking podcast next week. By the way, official guest for next week, Box of Props Mario will be joining us on
Hey.
Friday.
Oh, nice.
Will he have his box of props?
We might
Maybe.
not have a podcast on Thursday next week, though.
Oh,
Okay.
why?
I will tell you after.
Okay.
Okay.
No worries.
I said
was
maybe.
saying-
I said maybe. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I was asking
That's
Sonic
fine.
because what's your experience? Because like you and I are primarily cosplayers when we go to things. We don't run panels. Have you had experience with like the upper echelon of cosplayers who just come across as just complete cunts? I have.
Not really. I know a few of the cosplayers. Like, I'll give you an example. I was at Acon in 2018. I was part of a meetup, and then I met one of the cosplayers. I was like, she was really cool. She's really sweet and that. And then I found out she was like really well known. I was like, oh shit, okay, that was really cool. It's just sometimes at the end, I guess, and it's like a case by case. Like sometimes if you don't really know like you don't idolize them too much or anything like that. Like if you just meet them naturally as like you don't know who they are, they'll probably just be nice to you. But if you like you know them or it's like, oh my god, I love your post about this, and they'll be like, yeah, okay, that's cool. It's like that.
Hey.
I don't really. There's probably a few people who would just they would just look down on you and all that. They would just be like a dick to you.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, I didn't really say a word to you, but I don't know why you got to be like that. There's a few people, but I don't really have any problem with anybody specifically. It's just people who like look down on cosplayers and shit. Be like, oh, your cosplay isn't good. You should be more physique and all that shit. I'm like, okay, I like to try doing this shit.
Yes.
The gatekeepers tend to find something to
Hoes.
nitpick your shit for.
Gatekeeping though is not just with cosplayers though. Like if you start doing
It's people in
panels
general.
or events and you start getting more like popular, or if you start like the fucking one year I went against the formal and I kept advertising, don't go to the formal.
Oh yeah, that.
That person didn't like you.
That person hates my guts.
Put it on the list.
You know what? Whenever you mess with Goku, you know what happens? You just made the list.
I'm gonna show up at the fucking convention with this giant ass list. Just
Should make-
unfurl it.
We should make a graph. We should make a graphic.
I'm gonna put a graphic on like one of these parts here.
The list of
And you know what's the
I'll
crazy thing
update
is? We host a lot of panels, and we're going to host more panels. We're always hosting panels. We do comedy panels. We do bullshit panels. Like, none of our panels are very serious. And people think that we're trying to, like, monopoly. We're trying to run a monopoly. Like, we don't want anyone else to run panels. We just want to run them all ourselves. And I even
You just want to run a good panel because
But I mean, like, isn't it also like you just hand over? Didn't you just say like at some podcast or so ago, like you give them a list? You give the show a list, like, here's what we want to do, and they say, okay, yes, you can do this, this, and this, but you can't do this one. Don't they have,
you have to get approved.
They have to get
You can't
approved by the
show up
con.
and do
It's
a
not
panel.
just. It's not your decision to have 20 panels up. It's the convention's decision to
Well, the
let you have the 20
convention will
panels.
also compare the panels. Like, okay, we have Dragon Ball versus My Hero Academia, where it's an
Sure.
open mic trash talking panel, and we have Ask a Pony. You know,
Yeah.
which one sounds funny, or which one sounds
Also,
more
Yeah.
entertaining?
If you've ran panels for that convention before, they kind of know like, oh, well, your stuff's pretty popular. We want them to have fun. We'll do you. So,
Right.
so a new person coming up,
Especially with Comic Palooza, if you hosted a Comic Palooza and they deem you as reliable, more cons are going to want to work with you.
No, absolutely. No, exactly. That's the thing. It's because you've brought something to the table that everyone knows it's a good product, and thus you're going to get kind of what you want because they see that you deliver good stuff. Somebody else comes in, it's like, that's not. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily gatekeeping, but that is like good business sense. So,
I'm dying. Anyways, no, you're absolutely right. You're 100% right. But that's not what they're thinking. Like, that's not.
sure. No, I get it.
No,
Bitches they get their butts hurt. It's fine.
here's another thing Ken says. Whenever a bit thirst panelists leave bad
correct for
reviews
butthurt.
on your the butthurt.
Yeah.
Butthurt panel on the con's Facebook page after the event because your room capacity and their panel didn't have any people. Like, let's say your room capacity is full, you can't allow any more people in the panel.
Sure.
Like, had that happen at Comic Palooza, 250 people in my panel. I have never had people leave a bad review because of the capacity. I don't give a shit about capacity. I will shove you in there like a Mexican church.
Like a Japanese railroad system. Like,
Fuck you.
put
You
'em
ever
in
been
there.
to a Mexican church? Motherfuckers will stand against the wall, at the door, outside the door.
Mhm.
They'll be like,
On the shoulders, hanging through the window,
Yeah,
hell
I
yeah.
would do that.
People sit on people's laps.
and the banisters.
Stand remote.
So that's Comic Palooza. Most of our terrible fan fiction panel was so packed.
sure.
The events director for Comic Palooza came in the panel room and was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. We owe you an apology. Next year we'll give you a bigger room." I'm like, "Why?"
We had to turn away like 500 people.
She said no. She told me she literally had to turn away 200 people at the door, and I was like, "What?"
One of them was the fire marshal. They actually just wanted in.
And I was like, "Why didn't you just give us a bigger room?" Oh, it's kind of like too late, last minute.
Yeah.
But we had warned her, like, this is a very popular panel. She gave us a small room. And I thought, and the room filled up. And I was like, oh, that's how we're going to get, I guess. Whatever.
Wasn't that the
I
same?
didn't know that they were at the
convention?
fucking door turning people away.
Wasn't that the same convention that the host from We Rise had the panel at the same one, and you guys?
No.
like,
That
swapped
was
rooms one of the
Anime
weekends?
Austin.
Okay. It's like, no, you guys were at the same convention at one point.
They were
panels.
hosting karaoke, and I went up there drunk and sang Barbie Girl. It was great. Great times. As far as panel goes, we actually host a panel called Creating Your Own Panel 101.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people this all the time. Look, I don't want to host panels forever. We have other people that are joining the group. They're eventually going to host panels. I do not want to do this because, I'm already 32.
Waifu Wars.
Waifu Wars.
That's one.
Husbando has
And look, I'm not trying to sound full of shit.
There you go.
I'm not trying to sound full of myself. But whenever I host a panel, there's just something that I bring to the table that a lot of people don't bring.
Schnapps.
I don't drink schnapps.
Schnapps.
I don't drink schnapps.
Just a little nip.
We've already had this discussion.
Come here.
I don't drink schnapps. I don't drink IPA beers. I don't drink anything with pumpkin spice in it.
Those are the 3 things on the list. Got a lot of lists.
It's all one list. The
Oh.
shit list.
It's just Goku's shit list. There's people, places, and things.
There's a lot of people on it. There's a lot of places, a lot of things, and some animals.
For some reason, the moon is on here. I'm not sure why.
Cats are on my shit list.
Hey, leave them alone.
They always try to kill me in my sleep.
Sleeping on your face. Protecting you from wall goblins.
No, fucking cat clawed me in my sleep.
Well, you were being awfully quiet. It was making sure you didn't die.
I'm not
Hey.
quiet when I'm asleep though.
Hey, you sleep? All right, just checking. Ah, motherfucker.
Honestly, I am a firm believer that I would like for people to have more entertaining panels. Like I really love
I want boring panels.
Well, no, yeah.
I need to sleep. I need someplace to go and sleep. If it's fun, I can't sleep.
I don't like the Ask a Cosplayer panels.
That's because they're bad.
They are bad. It's always like 90% of the questions are always about their sexual preference.
Yep.
That's pretty weird to ask a cosplayer.
Yeah,
like
that is rude to ask. Stop
Because
that.
they're supposed to play they're not asking the cosplayer the question, they're asking the character that they're playing.
Okay, if that's then
Well,
that should have been asked.
What they're really doing is
No,
they're
we said-
asking
we
the
said ask a
person playing
cosplayer-
that character.
Okay, so in a layman's terms, more like Ask a Nation or Ask a Pony or Ask a My Hero Academia character, or Ask a Sane or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Comic Palooza is bad about that. We had one of our more popular panels
what the
downsized
fuck
from a
happened to
large
you?
room, which we had filled in 2014, to a medium room in 2015. It was a nightmare. It felt really bad because we had to turn so many people away. We had people sitting in every empty space on the floor, and then just had to start turning people away.
No, it's just my dog. It's just my dog was moving around, and he, as soon as he like sat down, he would like right on my crotch. I was like, ah.
Sonic or
Good stuff.
What?
Sonic's
Oh,
posting more fucking memes. Oh, Black Sonic.
When petting cats, be sure to not activate their murder button. That's true.
Good
Yep.
stuff.
It's a good stuff.
I mean, there's other panelists that I want to work with in the future. Like I wanted to work with Box of Props Mario. We were gonna do a live action Mario Party.
Oh,
We were gonna make a
A lot of
game
props.
board and everything, but we didn't know how to do the mini games. So
Yeah, how would that work and all that?
yeah, that was one thing that we were trying to figure out how to do.
Do an
Base
obstacle
and
course like
stuff.
Fall Guys.
Yeah. Somebody gets hurt.
It's on you. You signed the waiver.
Did he sign the waiver? He did. All right, we good. We good.
We good. We Gucci.
We Gucci. Yeet him out of the panel.
Hashtag eat, don't keep.
Ah.
Like Dino Rumble. Dino Rumble's one we're bringing back
Yeah.
at the cons.
We're doing waifu wars and husbando hostilities.
Yes, that one's a trash talking panel, but Dino Rumbles is where we put on the inflatable costumes and fight.
Beat the fuck out of each other.
Free balloon show, like Wii boxing.
We even have a championship belt for it. I'm still the running champion for like 2 years now. Going on 3.
Cool.
This year doesn't count.
Whatever, I'm still champion. I don't give a shit.
You're vacant. Vacant is on a roll lately.
An asterisk by that championship.
I mean, when it comes to panels, it's just because some conventions make you pitch the panel to the
To
convention.
them.
Like
Yeah.
pitch this to us. Like, why should we host it?
It's like pitching a movie or like a cartoon.
Ryan Reynolds in the newest film.
Rob Schneider is a carrot.
Carrot.
Rated PG-13.
No, for real, you have to do it because, like, for when I did Naruto versus Dragon Ball,
Mhm.
or no, better one is Digimon versus Pokemon. So I was like, 2 of the most iconic monster-based anime fandoms of all time going head to head. No holds bar, open mic, trash talking contest to see which fandom is the better one. This isn't a death battle. This is a trash talking smackdown. People are like,
One's
oh,
an
shit.
isekai. One's kicking your kid out of the house.
Which fandom
Win.
will prevail? The pocket monsters or the digital monsters?
The Tamagotchi with attitude, or
Fighting.
And people like get attracted by that.
Or
Like,
children
shit. Like,
cockfighting.
oh shit, I'm gonna go check out this panel.
Yeah, just like it
Yeah.
was at in Matsuri 2017.
Yeah, we did
Pokemon vs. Digimon, and then y'all had that one family who was like shitting on y'all, and then y'all fucking destroyed him on the way out.
I
on their way
destroyed
out.
him on the way out.
Exactly.
Listen, bro, nobody told you to have kids. They're called condoms.
I'm sure somebody has that recorded somewhere.
I'm pretty sure somebody does, and I'm not sorry, and I'm
well, we've said it like 30 times. I'm sure.
Yeah.
it's true.
yeah, but like that guy was being a dick. I put on the schedule when I signed up for the panel. I put PG-14. They refused to put it on the schedule, so I said, "Hey, this is a PG-14 panel." And as soon as he left, you know what? We're gonna make it PG. How about that? So, we didn't mention that part. So after he had left, we changed the rating from 14. All right, you know what? We're not gonna cuss. PG. Keep it PG.
Just say, make up words for cuss words like fluffernutter.
And then somebody yelled. I don't know who yelled this, but somebody go get that guy back. And I'm like, fuck him. Let him find out on the internet.
You swore.
I didn't say fuck him. I'm like, forget him.
That's mean.
Fluff him.
So he
Yeah, yeah.
started talking shit to me.
No, I get
Fluff
it.
him in the apple.
I explained because these weren't rules I made up at the
Sure.
just to be an ass.
No,
I
know.
told him the rules like, hey, this is a PG-14
No, I
panel,
understand.
so I don't know if you want to stay. I didn't say get out. I said this is a PG-14 panel just to give you a heads up. And
Okay.
then he got up
And then he
and
got an
grabbed his
attitude.
kids, and then he grabbed his wife. His poor wife looked disappointed too. She looked like she hasn't been happy in years.
Like she wanted to be there too.
Gabby, penis toys.
There you go. All right, never mind. But yeah,
Yes, I do the late night rated R panels. I'm very good at my job, hosting panels. I'm also a hype man. That's why I'm so good. But
You're a
like, I gave him a
gatekeeper,
heads
man.
up. He got up, and then as soon as he walked out, I even apologized to him. Look, dude, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, fuck you. Like, he said, forget you. You don't know shit about. He said, you don't know shit about Pokemon or Digimon.
yeah.
Those are for kids. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not the one who told you to go and have kids. As soon as he got to the door, they're called condoms, man. Condoms. Learn how to use them. Apparently you don't.
Gotta
And
catch
to
them
be-
all.
And also, to be fair, like, did he not see the audience? How it was mainly like mostly adults.
It was
Yeah.
mostly thirsty adults.
Yeah. So if anything, he should have saw that coming.
I'm pretty sure his
Kinda,
wife
yeah.
cheats on him.
Dang.
Damn. He was an ass. I was
Just throw her under the
I
bus.
was trying to. No,
Fuck.
I'm not throwing her under the bus. Oh, I'll throw her under somebody though. Pachinko, where are you? I'll throw her under Pachinko. Anyways,
Jesus.
I was legitimately trying to be nice.
Sure.
Mm.
It's one of the few fucking times where I'm like, I'm sorry. I apologize to this man. Jesus Christ, bless him.
Good stuff.
I apologize to this man, and I'm all like, and he's all like, "Fuck you." He didn't say it,
Yeah.
but that's what his body language said.
It's fine. It's fine.
I was like, "Listen here, cracker."
I think his wife was there and his kids. He probably didn't want to say it in front of him.
The wife didn't say anything though. The wife was just like, "Why are we?"
No,
leaving?
I know, but like the wife. No, he probably didn't want to.
She probably. I know. I agree with Sonic. She probably didn't want to be there. She probably would have been a Karen. Like, let me speak to the manager of this panel. All right. All right. Hello, I'm the manager.
Put on a hat and be like, "This is the manager. How can I help you?"
Hello.
Trying to find something to disguise myself with. Oh, here we go. All right, let me go get the manager. Hello, I am the manager. Can I help you?
They'll
Yeah.
barely recognize you.
Totally.
Aren't you the same guy? What? Because I'm Mexican, we all look alike.
So you don't gatekeep panels, but you are against bad panels.
I am. I don't gatekeep panels because you can't gatekeep panels. That's impossible. There's no fucking way to do that.
Unless you're on the approval list.
Oh
like
no,
they bring
the
you in
fucking
there.
events director will do that shit though. I've been gatekept before. At Anime Austin, I had to talk with him. I really don't know if I should be saying this, but
You've
they
said it
had
before.
gotten rid of the previous events director because she only approved 2 of our panels. She had told the con chair, the vice con chair, who's a really good friend of mine now, all these bad things he had heard about me. And so when we showed up, they gave us a probation run. They let us host 2 panels. So me and him get drunk. We talk. He's like, dude, you guys are really cool. I love your panels. You guys are entertaining. Like, I heard so many bad stories about you. I'm like, dude, who'd you... I'm like, oh, that's what the events director... I'm like... And so the next year, they didn't approve any of our fucking panels.
This bitch, Deborah.
This bitch did not approve any of our fucking panels because they didn't want any of our panels there. Because they didn't...
She's on the list.
They had a lot of Hitalia Askanation panels. A lot of Pony, like, you know, those really shitty fucking panels.
Yeah.
But none of ours were approved. And then the fucking following year, we had 5 or 6 after she was gone. And they even like, dude, your fucking panel was great. Like, the adult karaoke thing was amazing. Like, people were like, because I didn't allow anyone to sit down in adult karaoke. You had to gather around and have, you know, if you had a drink, party and hang out and chat and like sing along. Like, I make it a social event.
Sure.
So that's how I treat my panels. Like, you got up. Her name wasn't fucking Deborah. Her name wasn't Deborah. Her name was
this bitch Deborah.
This bitch Deborah. Fuck you, Deborah. Hashtag fucking Deborah. Like that time I was playing Resident Evil and I kept calling that scorpion an evil lobster, so somebody created the hashtag evil lobster. Fucking evil lobster. Why am I red?
I don't know.
It's pretty.
This is Texas and it's a red state.
Plus, the AC in our house does not work right now, so.
Oh yeah.
That's probably why.
That's why we started late today. In case y'all wondering. Out
Yeah,
there.
that's why we started late because the AC in my house stopped working. Hot.
Jesus.
It needs
Man,
more
John's getting
DC.
desperate. He's going after AC now.
I know, right? Right?
He doesn't know how like physics work though, so he didn't realize that it's
He
winter.
cut the internet line to my neighbors though. He got the wrong house.
That bastard.
Uh,
Well, he was kind of right. That's where you get your internet from.
Okay, guys. So tomorrow's Friday. Who wants to just get drunk and go fight garden gnomes?
Sounds like a D&D adventure to me.
I'm working. Sorry, guys.
You don't want to fight garden gnomes?
Nope. Not tomorrow.
They're
I'm working.
small, but they're dangerous. You gotta
Yeah.
be big enough
Oh,
group.
okay. Yeah. I remember what costume you used to work in. We can't talk about it on the podcast though, because we have a bad. I'll explain it to you later. I'll tell you why. But I will tell you this: as soon as Geeks 5 is able to go back to cons, we will host new panels. Like Terrible Fan Fiction is one of our most popular ones. Terrible Fan Fiction reading is one of our most popular adult panels. Adult karaoke's getting there. Waifu Wars and Husbando Hostilities is definitely going to be 2 of our new ones.
Yay.
Plus, we're going to do Dragon Ball versus My Hero. We're going to do Naruto. We're going to do Digimon versus Pokemon again. And we're going to do Transformers versus...
Hey, should we do one on that new Inuwa that like
Inuyasha.
I was
That
just,
new
I was kidding. We're not doing
Prince,
it.
Princess of whatever.
No.
Inuyasha 2 versus.
Boruto.
I was gonna say Chris Hansen, but okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Boruto. Nobody likes
Sequels
Boruto.
no one asked for.
Sequels nobody asked for. Boruto. Nobody likes Boruto for some reason.
I still haven't seen it. I'm still working on Naruto.
Exactly. That's my point.
Best.
Nobody fucking watches it.
I watched it. The best part about it is when they brought in the fucking Naruto.
The best part is when the episodes end.
Like, oh. They time traveled back to Naruto times.
Yeah, basically
It was
some
great.
Back to the Future level bullshit.
Love it.
He hooks up with his own mom.
There's that because Hinata does mentions like
He's
you
got to
look
take her
like
to
Naruto.
the he's because when he goes to the past, he's got to take her to the dance.
Yeah.
So his dad and
The
his mom
Angel.
can
The
like,
Shinobi
be
dance.
together.
Angel. Yeah, they
Yeah.
start singing Earth Angel, and then he starts singing Johnny Be Good.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like they have to
Imagine
like,
Naruto singing Johnny Be Good.
so they got to they got to fix the car so it can go 88 miles per hour and send him back
Yeah.
to the future.
Nah, they got a Naruto run to 88 miles per hour.
You gotta master the Rasengan and get the rotation at 88 miles an hour. It's
Yeah.
time travel. It's like, I don't know what those words
That long.
That
That's the whole
fucking
episode.
that shitty song from the
The game.
NES Back to the Future from Angry Video Game Nerd.
That's
was
literally the whole
really
fucking
shitty.
song.
For
Except for that
those
part where
of
they
you that
played.
don't know, the Angry Video Game Nerd video game is available right now on Steam and the PlayStation. I mean the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, the 1 and 2 deluxe.
It's $15. Go get
And
it.
hard to believe he's 40.
Huh?
Mind blowing. That the nerd himself, he's like
Yeah,
barely.
you can
turned
tell
40.
he's somewhere up there because he's going bald.
Yeah, he's aging. So.
He's going bald. Plus, he doesn't even hide his tattoo anymore. He doesn't give a fuck.
No, he still has it.
No, he doesn't hide it anymore. Before,
Oh
he
yeah, he
used
does.
to hide it.
Yeah, he used to hide it. And his shirts has a bunch of buttons. I'm like, let's make it a plain white nerd shirt.
It's, for real, like his fucking hairline is
You
fucking.
could tell.
It's
You see-
retreating.
Father Time is undefeated, Goku.
Mhm.
Can knock the nerd down.
I'm not going bald.
But something will come. I think you're gonna have a full head of hair, but like shock white.
Actually, no.
It's
My
already
grandfather. Most of this is still black. It's the sides that are.
You're like a weird Jay Leno.
It's gonna be like no. It's gonna be like a
Not like Rachel.
more like the
Rachel.
not a little bit less than something like that, but a little less.
Like Mr. Fantastic.
Well, because no. Like a lot of the sides
Ooh.
is gray. Like all this right here is gray. It's kind of like the Mr. Fantastic thing, but a little bit more gray on the
Mr.
side.
Fantastic. You could mow the lawn from your own porch. Stretch your arms that way.
Hey, have you been
That was a
watching?
Mexican
Have you been
joke.
watching me?
It's a weird pulley system you got now.
All right. Anyway, so make sure you join us tomorrow at 7. We don't have a guest, but we're gonna talk about what the fuck were we just talking about?
I don't know.
Cons.
Gatekeeping.
We're gonna talk about We're gonna talk about previous cons. Like we're gonna talk about conventions. Like in the past, like have you gone to any good convention? Like what was the best convention? What was the best
What's
panel?
the-
What was a
the
shitty
one?
convention?
Best, worst, what to look forward to.
The bad, the good, the bad, and ugly of cons.
Why Super Jew knows every freaking Transformer voice actor in the world.
Super Junior.
And
Can I get an
future-
autograph?
You can.
Like, how do you know them all?
do you
I
when
have
you-
ways of making them talk.
Yeah, it's called skimpy clothing.
Liquor and cake.
I actually don't wear like that, but anything that revealing at Transformers conventions, like you can see all my pics. They're not that risque.
And then
How
we
dare
do a
you?
poll. We're
How
gonna do a
dare you
vote.
use big words?
We're gonna do a vote to see what's the next person to get on Goku's shit list.
For real.
It's a very long list.
No, but that one dude, the one I sent y'all, the
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Power Ranger guy, he's definitely on my fucking shit.
yeah. I got some words about
He's
that
definitely
too.
a fucking gatekeeper. He's trying to like.
I'm gonna make a graphic that goes right here. That's just a list, and the print's just gonna get smaller and smaller as more things get added to it. You'll never be able to read it. It's like reading
Love
the
it.
credits for a fucking movie.
First thing on the list, Trump.
Last one. It's just Trump again.
Trump's got to be the first 5. Trump, the president. Trump from The Apprentice. Trump from WWE.
It's Trump, and then what it's from.
Trump from the Little Rascals movie.
Trump's from
Trump from
Home
Home
Alone
Alone
2.
2.
Jump from Fresh Prince.
He was in Fresh Prince?
He was
Yeah,
in
he
Fresh
was.
God damn it.
with his second wife.
Yeah, there's a scene where he's like, I can't believe everyone always blames me for everything. And I'm like, that did not age well.
Jeez, that did not.
It aged appropriately.
It actually did.
The only thing about Trump that's age appropriate.
Yep.
Big words are sexy. Leave her alone.
Big words.
Big words. All right, guys.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
We'll
Wait,
see.
what?
God,
Oh, was that Gabby?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, that was Gabby.
All right, guys. We'll
Thanks,
see y'all
Gabby.
tomorrow at 7:00. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye.